Hello everyone and welcome back to my custom 1/64th farm toy series. Today I started working on my little planters that I'm building out of the Maxi Merge planter that I had bought on eBay. And the first one I'm going to make here is a 3-row planter. And so I cut the wing off of the planter because the planter that I had was a 12-row planter, so it had 2 wings of 3 and then it's got 6 in the center section. And I trimmed it down. I did shorten the toolbar a little bit because the toolbar was a lot thicker here, and I just like the looks of this better. If you pull this pin, which runs across the bottom, you get your individual row unit bottoms out, and then you can pull the plastic seed boxes out. And so I did that, and then the seed boxes are all connected through a plastic tee, and then there's the fertilizer tanks on the back. And for this, I decided that I don't want to use the fertilizer tanks, and so I cut the fertilizer tanks off of that, and I'm going to put the seed boxes back on. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to leave the casting on here or not. I probably will leave it because I believe the planters had that even if they didn't have the fertilizer boxes on the back. I'm also going to do some detail painting on the row units. I may or may not cut the trash whippers off because a lot of times on like a food plot planter you wouldn't necessarily need the trash whippers. I'm going to detail up the seed disc openers to look like they've been used a little bit. And then the inside of the row closers are going to be, or not the row closers, sorry, the depth wheels. The inside of the depth wheels are going to be yellow like they would be. And then I'm going to detail up the row closers as well. And so it'll be a neat little piece when it's done. I'm going to attach the Moore's 3-point hitch right onto the front of it like that. And so it'll be able to go on any tractor that's got the Moore's 3-point hitch on it. I'll have to check and see. I don't think it'll probably go on the Authentics. But that's where we're at with the project. Hopefully I can get a little bit more progress done on it. I think even just detailing up the row units are going to make a big difference on this one. But we'll see what happens. I'm really looking forward to seeing the finished product. Alright guys, so tonight we're going to pop the 3-row planter out of the paint stripper and get that cleaned up and ready to start building on. There's a few little minor adjustments I'm going to have to make to it as well, but we'll get that popped out and get some paint peeled off and go from there. Alright YouTube, so we got most of the paint cleaned off of the 3-row here. I'm going to drop it in when I'm done with this video and let her sit one more day just to kind of loosen up whatever's left. But one thing I was going to show you that I plan on doing, and if you guys have seen any of my other videos, which you haven't, I strongly recommend you do, but I love to pay attention to detail. And one thing that I want to add to this planter, and to all of my small planters that I'm going to make, is I want to be able to have, I don't know whether I'd call them transport wheels, but they're obviously got to be driven somehow, and you're not going to have an electric drive or hydraulic drive on a little planter like this. And so they would be most likely ground driven. And so I want basically transport wheels between each of the, in between here and here. On the 4 rows I would do just 2, and then on the 2 rows I'll probably have 1 in the middle because that's how the ones that I've seen in real life are. And what I'm going to have to do to make that happen is, if you look at the planter as it comes from Ertl, the rows where they have the wheels in them are actually ground in a little bit right in this area on both sides, and that's what makes those wheels fit, is just grinding that in a little bit. And so I'm going to do that. I am just going to use the Ertl wheels. Normally I would go for something more detailed, but you can't really see them in there anyways, and so that's what I'll go with on this one. And I've got a whole bunch of them sitting around that need to be used for something. So yeah, then we'll add the 3-point hitch like I was telling you guys earlier in this video. And now that paint is gone, that 3-point will go on there a lot better. You know, this would be an easy enough build to do without removing the paint, and you could just do a little bit of touch-up paint here and there where you needed to. But I just like to take everything down to bare metal, and it just paints up a lot nicer, and then everything looks the same. But that's where I'm going to leave off today for you guys. Please make sure you leave a like, share, and subscribe, and there's going to be more coming up soon, hopefully. I've got a lot of other projects that I'm kind of in the process of working on right now, and so hopefully I got some more video for you soon. So thanks for watching.